Should you swatch your coloured pencils or not? Well, this is a question that often comes up for discussion, and I feel that it's a personal choice. If you don't want to swatch your pencils, then by all means don't swatch them. I always recommend that my students do it, and I have my own polychromo chart available to swatch your coloured pencils. And this is just a guideline, and it's my reasons behind why I swatch my pencils. Firstly, you get to handle each pencil individually and pop it down each little, there's only a small area, so you're applying the pencil individually and applying different applications. So I work from light to medium. I'll just put that closer so you can see. And then to heavy. So you're practicing your application, especially if you're a beginner. It's a really good exercise. By all means, you don't have to sit down and do it all in a day. You can set yourself a little bit of a project over a quieter month, like over the holiday period, and just maybe do 2 or 3 rows a day. And you'll be surprised how quickly you get it done. By laying down each colour individually, you get more of a feel of the pigment and the lay down. They do vary in their application. Some are quite smooth and creamy, others a little bit drier, some have little dots of colour. So these are things you discover about the pure colour. And then you always have a reference available. Another thing where they're handy is if you're getting a smaller pencil and the numbers and the names worn down a bit, you can just find it on your chart and you've got the name and the number. Makes ordering really easy as well. But once you've laid down your individual colours, you actually get to process that pigment a little bit. It's absorbed into your mind, and then it makes mixing and layering much easier, because you rarely do lay down a colour or a pigment by itself. You're always mixing and layering, and by looking at each individual colour, it really helps you gather all that information about the pigments that you can mix together that will work together. So that's another great advantage. So you have a permanent colour reference, you have practice on your application going light, medium and heavy, you have a reference for reordering, and it's a very mindful and productive activity. And again, if you just do it a little bit at a time, just first thing in the morning when you're having a cup of tea, you can sit down and just swatch a couple of rows, so it doesn't become an overwhelming task. But I highly recommend that you do it and enjoy it.